Hi, it's Dean Rosenburg with Remax Innovations, and with me today is Misty Welter from First Impression Home Staging. Welcome, Misty.
Hi, Dean.
Nice to have you here. We're sitting in this lovely home over on the National, and this house was vacant whenever the property was acquired, and it really looked bad.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, very vacant home. And so I was introduced to you, and you came in and looked at this property and had some wonderful ideas on how to stage the property. How do you come up with those ideas? What do you do that gives you an idea as to what to do to a particular piece of property?
Well, where I start typically is I'll come in, and the first time we met, the house was completely vacant. I go around and I take pictures, because what I try to do is envision who is going to live here or who is living here, the lifestyle they might lead, whether it's going to have kids, whether they're going to be a single couple, and then I create a design based on who our potential buyer most likely will be.
Okay, so at that point in period of time, I mean, you have to come up with furniture and decorations and all of that type of stuff. So you know, where does the furniture come from?
Well, the furniture comes from a couple of different sources. I have 3 different furniture companies that I use, and I use them for rental furniture. I work alone, so my personal inventory is only the inventory that I can physically carry. I can't carry a couch on my back, I can't carry a mattress on my back, I can't do those things alone. So most of my inventory is the little stuff. It's the lamps, it's the pillows, it's the bedding, it's the knickknacks, it's candle holders and dishes and wall art and all those types of things.
Okay. As a realtor, I mean, we understand how difficult it is to show a vacant property, and you understand how to stage that property. How do we get that across to the potential seller that it would be really a good idea to stage their house or do something different? Even a home where they're occupying the property. I know you come in and do that also.
Yes. Basically, a lot of that has to do with you're creating, whether it's in a vacant home or in a furnished home, you're creating an idea. You're not giving away the farm, so to speak.
Okay.
You're not going to furnish it to where you could walk in and live there. You're giving people a suggestion. They say that less than 10% of buyers and people in the world can envision a space outside of what is currently there. However, if you give them, say, a couch and a couple of chairs in a space, they can easily see, oh, well, I've got 2 couches that will fit in this space. Or I've got a king bed and this is a queen one, so it'll obviously fit in this space. And they can kind of add and subtract or substitute what is there versus taking a square room and saying, I don't know if my bed's gonna fit in here. I don't know if my 2 couches will fit in this space. So they can typically substitute without having to create the wheel and start from scratch.
Right.
So I typically try to create an environment that they can envision my family photo over the fireplace, or my bed, or my living space, or my desk, or my office, or whatever it is that they may be bringing to this property. And then we give them a suggestion and let them kind of take it from there. Okay.
Well, we're going to see some photos of this particular piece of property. I think the one thing or a couple of things that stood out to me was the little loft area upstairs, how you created that area along with the little reading space up there. And the master bedroom, because even though the master bedroom is large, without furniture in there, it didn't give that perception of how large that master bedroom was.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty unique and pretty interesting. Any other tips that you have for people that are trying to sell their house? I know one of the things that I heard the other day is that interior decorator actually hired a staging person to come in and stage their house because they wanted an independent eye on the house, even though it's something they do every day.
Right.
So,
well, there's a couple of things that we talked about there, like with the loft area and things. One of the things that we try to do is, if a space could be used in multiple ways, you want to give it a definition. You want to create so you don't leave buyers guessing, like, well, what is this space and what do we use it for and how can we use it? We're going to take all that guesswork out of the game and create something, whether it's what they will use it for or not. It will create a space. So in the loft area, we created an area for their kids to do their homework and read books, and there was a couple different nooks that we did that in, which really gives the space a definition. As far as an interior designer, I actually had a conversation with an interior designer recently as well, and the simplest way to put it is that an interior designer is going to take a house and turn it into your home. Well, a home stager is going to take that home and turn it into a house, because it is now a marketable product. It is no longer, this is where my family lives, this is where my kids are, because you're going to take all those memories, you're going to take all of that home feeling with you to wherever you're going to next.
Sure.
So we are now selling a house with walls and a fireplace and carpet and floors and ceilings and light fixtures. What's in it as far as your home stuff, that goes with you. So we want to take all of that stuff out of there.
Great idea. Great idea. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, what is the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach me is probably to call me on my phone. I have a phone that comes with me everywhere. The easiest way is my number is 913-522-3013, or you can contact me on the web. I have a website. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Google+. I'm on Twitter. I'm everywhere. So
so we can find you just
can find
anywhere.
me a lot of
Okay,
places,
just Google. Great, fantastic. Thanks for coming over.
No problem.
This is
Thanks
Dean
for having me.
Rosenburg with Remax Innovations, and if you need to contact me, I can be reached at 816-210-7253. And Misty, you've done a great job.
Thank you so much, Dean.